All right. Band on around those thighs. And let's just start out with our squat. Get a nice wide squat. Try to feel it in those glutes. All right, we're going monster walk forward and back. So hey, when you're doing these, I want you to give me this little pelvic tilt like this. No squat yet, so just this pelvic tilt and stay standing. And then just keep those legs out there. So no squat right now, totally straight. Pelvic tilt, walking forward and back. Monster walk, so put a little bit more bend in those knees now. A little bit more bend. Monster walk forward and back. Try to keep that pelvic tilt, but now we're more squatty. All right, let's stand up straight, pelvic tilt. Let's go side. We'll go 3 and then 3. So stand up straight, pelvic tilt, no squat yet. Ooh, mine burning. Keep it going. Abby, we're just warming up. Now let's go ahead and put more of a squat. Still keep that pelvic tilt, but squat, step 3 times. Other way. We're just warming up, Abby. Just throw that band on if you can. Jump on in. All right, let's bring it together. And then we'll just let those hips rest for a second. Let's get a little sideways stretching. You need to be a little wider so your band doesn't fall down. Get a little wider, but just resting for a sec. And then let's go ahead and get a good inhale. We'll lift up and exhale, fold it forward. And I want you to pedal out your feet or your knees. I'm sorry, pedal out your knees. And then while you're pedaling out those knees, I want you kind of just to lift those arms. And we're just warming up the arms, bending those knees still. Okay, stand on up. Now, pull your band either down to the knees or even like down to your calves, or you can even be on your feet. So we're going to go ahead and do our penguin again, our penguin walk. So penguin forward and back. So you're standing up straight. You put it lower so that you have less range of motion. So we're going forward and back. You should be feeling this in these hips. Really to like touch your upper glute area. Feel that. Mine are tight. Keep that core tight. You more, hopefully it's burning, they're activating. All right, well, hopefully you're warmed up enough for those. Let's go ahead and take it into our deep squat. We're gonna go squats, RDLs, chest press, and then all right, stand on the floor, butt up. And then I want you to go side to side, look forward and try to side to side. So just a little side, hamstring, inner thigh, hamstrings. So yeah, I want you to make sure you're going heavy today. So 2 heavy weights for RDLs, chest press. Okay, I'm going to challenge you guys today. We're going to go down to the floor. This is a funky one. Okay, so we're on the floor like this. So 1 foot's behind, 1 foot in front forward. And all I want you to do is come up. So come off your glutes and then like hip thrust forward. Feel those the stretch in the hips. Awesome. All right, let's go to the other side. So flip those legs. One's in front, one's behind, feet. And come on up, hip thrust. You having a hard time, Lorna? Okay, so now let's make it a little bit more complicated just for fun, and then we'll get started. Okay, so we're here. Okay, so one's in front, one's behind, and then you switch it in the front though. And then what you can do to make it harder is then you come on up, and then you switch it. Just helping me balance. So kind of a good hip warm up. Try to do a couple more. Nice. All right, let's get ourselves into our down dog, stretching our shoulders, back of the legs. And then go ahead and walk those feet forward and give me a good inhale, exhale up. A little bit of our spinal twist. Okay, so we're gonna go squats. So you can hold your 2 weights or your 1 weight. So we're gonna squat and then pulse and then come on up. And then we got our rotation. The chest press and then just a reverse. So if you have those heavy weights, use those heavy weights. Lorna, you guys, do you have 2 sets of heavy weights or just 1? You do. Okay, perfect. Awesome. Okay, grab those heavy weights. You guys, we're gonna go ahead and start with squat. So you can go 2 heavy weights or your 1 heavy weight, and we're going squat and then pulse, come back up. So it's more of like not like a little baby pulse, but like a good little momentum, like activation in those glutes. All right, let's start. Like a half up squat. Down and then kind of pop up, back down, and then up. Not a little baby pulse. Halfway, back down, and then up. Good. Okay, put those feet down, and we're going to go to RDL. 3, 2, 1. Let's start our Romanian. Remember, keep those weights close. Hinge your butt back, your hips back. Back is nice and straight. Feel the stretch in the hammies. And then I think everybody on live is good with Romanian deadlifts. If you're doing this later and you can't do RDLs, you can go to single leg and you have to alternate it because we only have the 50 seconds. So alternating single leg RDLs, you know, and at any time if any of you guys want to do that, totally cool. Or you can go down to the floor for hip lifts to try to engage those hamstrings. We got 3, 2, good. All right, we're all going to the floor. We got heavy chest press. If your weight is too light, make it a chest fly. In 3, 2, good. Let's start our chest press. Good. Remember, if that weight is too light, make it into a fly. Get a little bit further out there if that weight's too light. Really squeeze at the top. Squeeze those pecs up at the top, engage them, flex them. 3, 2. Okay, so now you're gonna hold at least one weight over your chest and we're gonna start reverse crunches. So if your weight is too light, you might wanna use both your weights. So one weight or two weights over your chest and start reverse crunches. Make those legs go straight out in front of you. And then, and then put that weight over your chest. Like that, yep, perfect. And then go out and then try to bring the knees in. I'm gonna go do it right now. 3, 2, rest. Good. Go ahead and put your weight next to you. Elongate, stretch those arms, stretch those legs. And then when you're ready, pull those knees into your chest. Give yourself a little rocking, either side to side or front and back, whatever you want. And then roll it on up and grab a sip of water, and let's do that again. Okay, next set, we're gonna do the same thing, squat with that little half squat at the bottom, but we're gonna get our legs a little bit wider. So just a little bit wider this set. All right, grab those weights. And let's start. So just a little bit wider stance than your last stance. If need be, you can just grab that one heavy weight. That way you know you're getting low. Up to you how you want to hold your weight. Good, rest. All right, let's put that weight down. We're gonna go to our regular Romanian deadlifts. All right, let's start. Remember not to hyperextend when you come up, right? Squeeze those glutes, but make sure you don't go backwards. 3, 2, on the floor. Okay, this chest press, let's go from here and twist it. We'll do a little twisty chest press. Change it and at the top. All right, let's go. Good job, guys. I guess if you're doing a chest fly, you kind of have to keep it the same. You could plant it a little bit, change the angle on how you're doing it. Maybe bring the palms together, but you can totally change it in your chest fly as well. All right, let's hold that one weight or your two weights over your chest and start our reverse crunch. Straight leg into reverse. that weight down, stretch it, bring those knees in, do whatever you gotta do, and then roll it on up, come up, grab water, we got one more round. All right, let's make it into a wide stance squat. So let's do the plie where we turn our toes out, get our inner thigh a little bit more. Same thing, squat with your little half squat at the bottom. You can hold your 2 weights still, and you can just hold them in the middle. If you can still hold them on the outside, that's fine. You can hold the middle or just that one. Okay, stance, turn those toes out, turn those knees out, keep them out. We're still doing that little half at the bottom. Push through your heels, come on up. Good. All right, let's put that weight down and we'll go to our last set of our RDLs. 3, 2, let's start. All right, great. Let's go to the floor. Let's get another set of chest press from here to twist at the top or your chest flies. We got 3, 2, go. Remember, keep that belly pulled in, back to the floor, belly tight. Inhale, exhale. Good, good, good. All right, let's go ahead and hold that one weight over your chest and let's start our reverse. Straight leg and then pull it on in. Let's go. All right, guys, let's go ahead and go put those ankle weights on. Grab a sip of water. Let's put those ankle weights on if you got them. Or sit-ups if you're waiting for me.
All right, we don't got too much longer, so we're gonna make it hard. We're gonna make it worth it. All right, sit-ups or crunches if you're waiting. Let's hustle. All right, let's go ahead and we're gonna go to our side. So I'm gonna do my sideline like this today. If you don't want to do it like that, you can go to just lay down. Okay. Go down or towards me. I feel like it's already feeling it. So you can always go down and like go to your elbow. So that'll still work the obliques, or you can totally lay down. Good, we're gonna stay on that same leg. You're gonna go to your hands and we're gonna keep going, but now we're gonna work the glutes. So the gluteus maximus. So just flip it over, same leg, pause at the top, core tight. If your hands start to hurt, go to your elbows. Good. You're going to lay down on the leg that was on the floor, and you're going to stack, and we're going to do our reverse clamshell. So get your bottom leg out of the way. Okay, we're going to keep working that same leg. Roll to your back, and you're going to lift up the leg that you're working, and you're only going to abduct that way. One leg, bring it out as far as you feel comfortable for you. If this does not work for you or feel comfortable for you, do something else. You don't have to do this if it's hurting your hip, groin, if you're popping too much. You know, you can totally change the angle to see if it works, or you could do straight leg to work your quad. So just single leg, abduction, and then adduction. Good. Okay, so now let's go ahead and start the other side. So get up and get on that leg, the other leg, and let's start the leg lift. If you are in this position, make sure that that hand's not way out here, that it's underneath your shoulder. And again, you can lay down. You don't have to be on your knee. Woo! All right, let's go ahead and square up to the floor. Straight leg lift behind you, pause at the top. Core is tight. Make sure that you're not hyperextending your back. Core is tight. You can even put a little arch in your back, like this, like that way. So making sure it's not, you know, hyperextending when you're doing these. All right, let's lay on our side for our reverse clamshell. Stack those knees. Figure out how this best works for you with that other foot being on the bottom. Woo. Abduct into adduct. Good. Okay, so for this exercise, we're gonna do both our legs abducting, and then we're gonna add a crunch to it. If that doesn't work for you, you could do sit-ups or crunches, or even like alternate your leg lift with the crunch. Okay, but this is how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go here, and then I'm gonna crunch. Out and crunch. But if that doesn't work, do something else. All right. Good, nice and slow, in control. Don't get too crazy wide where you're gonna pull anything. Good, and then crunch and squeeze. All right, last exercise, sit-ups or crunches. You decide, sit-ups or crunches. Good, awesome, rest. Okay, well, that's my 30. Great job. If you guys have time, stretch.